from 11A, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 easy and fun experiments that you can do at your home. So let's start. The first experiment is about non-Newtonian fluids. So non-Newtonian fluids are basically fluids that change their state based on the pressure applied on them. So the aim for this experiment is understand the reason why non-Newtonian fluids change their state and also make a non-Newtonian fluid at home. So the materials required for this are cornstarch, water, and food coloring is optional. So let's see how we can make our own non-Newtonian fluid.
Here I've taken some cornstarch in a plate and now I'm adding some water into my cornstarch. I am also going to be adding some orange food color to this cornstarch and water mixture just to give it some color. But it's okay if you don't add this food color in this. And now I'm giving it a good stir. You have to mix it for some time because it's really hard to combine it together.
I have my cornstarch and water mixture over here. Now, cornstarch and water don't really mix together. And when you take this mixture in your hand and ball it around, all the water molecules are forced to the center and it's like a hard ball. So what you're touching is basically just the cornstarch. And when you let it go, the long starch molecules slip past the water and it just starts dripping like this. So this is how the non-Newtonian fluid changes state based on pressure. Like you can see, when I'm applying pressure, it looks like it's solid. But when I just let it go, it turns into like a liquid. So our observation for this experiment was that when we apply more pressure on the non-Newtonian fluid, it changes into a solid, and when we just let it go, when we don't apply pressure on it, it turns into liquid. Our next experiment is about the reaction of soap with the fat molecules in the milk. So our aim for this experiment is see the interaction between the soap and the fat molecules in the milk and know the reason for why this happens. So the materials required for this are some dish soap, a cotton swab, food coloring, and milk. So let's start.
I have taken a plate over here and now I'm going to add some milk into this plate. You have to take milk which is just enough to create a layer of milk which has a depth of about 1 centimeter. Now I'm going to be adding drops of food coloring into my milk. I'm using two food colorings, which is orange and yellow. Now, you do require food coloring for this, or you can even use paints if you have, or if you have food coloring, you can use that as well, because you require food coloring so that you can see the reaction of the soap with the milk. Because if you don't have food coloring, you won't be able to see how the fat reacts with the soap. So I'm just adding drops of food coloring everywhere. And now I'm going to take my bowl with the soap and dip a cotton swab in it and just put the cotton swab in the milk. Now here you can see how the soap has reacted with the milk and how it has created a beautiful swirl of colors and how the color just spread in this plate. You can see now as the milk has already reacted with the soap, it's not reacting anymore.
Our observation for this experiment was that as soon as we touch the cotton swab dipped in dish soap in the milk just swirls around and creates beautiful patterns. So the reason for this is as soon as the soap touches the surface of the milk, it increases the surface tension of the milk, and due to which the soap molecules react with the fat particles, and so the fat particles move around creating this swirl of colors. Our third experiment is called teabag lanterns. Our aim of this experiment is to see why tea bags fly when we light them on fire and make our own teabag lanterns. The materials required for this experiment are some tea bags and matchstick. So let's start. I've kept my tea bag on a fireproof surface like my floor. Now I'm going to light this with the matchstick. And you can see as the fire is going down, the black part of the tea bag is left, which is the ashes. And now what is flying is basically the ashes of the tea bag. Our observation for this experiment is that as soon as the fire reaches the bottom of the tea bag, it starts flying. The tea bag starts flying. Now, the reason for this experiment is as the air spreads around, the air which is inside the cylinder or inside the tea bag becomes less dense. And warm, less dense air rises above the cool and dense air. And the ash of the tea bag, the burnt tea bag which is left, it is very light and so it doesn't require a lot of force to lift up. And as the warm, less dense air rises, it has enough force to lift up the ash of the tea bag with it, and that is the reason why our tea bag, when we light on fire, rise up. These were three simple and fun experiments that you can do at home, but make sure that you have parent supervision when you're doing the third experiment as it involves fire. I hope you had fun and learned something new today. Thank you and have a nice day.